Welcome to STEMPunX. I'm your host, Isaiah Bowen. I'm going to be part of STEMPunX from now on. Today, we're in the beautiful city of Albuquerque, New Mexico. I don't know what else to say.
Welcome to STEMPunX.
Welcome to STEMPunX. STEMPunX is a podcast intended to bring science,
technology,
engineering, and math straight to your ears from our STEMPunX studio. Hang on, we'll take you for a ride that includes a whole lot of fun and a little bit of education on the side. Stay tuned.
Nice to be in orbit.
Welcome to STEMPunX. I'm Isaiah Bowen, and today we're in the city of Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's a gorgeous city with a beautiful community. STEM is everywhere around us, to the thing I'm wearing, to the airplanes in the sky, to even the water you drink, even the camera recording me. We're going to be talking about a bunch of different topics, but they're all going to be connected to STEM. Now, in the city of Albuquerque, you really need a car to get around. We don't have transportation like in New York or in other places. Today, we're going to figure out, is an electric car what we need in Albuquerque? I'm here with my great-grandfather. His name is Eddie, but we call him Poppy. And today, we're going to talk about some cars.
Hi,
So, Poppy, what do you like about cars?
I like anything with four wheels. I just like cars. I have since I was a little kid and can't get away from cars.
So, how old are you?
95,
So, what was the first car that you remember?
my dad had a 1929 Model A Ford, and that's what I learned to drive.
So, what other vehicles did you have on the farm?
We had a tractor, a Ford tractor.
That must have been a big change in technology. How did that affect the farming?
I loved it. I hated horses, and my dad loved horses, and he always wanted horses. I wanted a tractor. So I think it was 1945. I talked him into buying a tractor. Everybody around was getting tractors. Dad didn't want to buy a tractor. And to follow that horse around all day with one little plow, when the tractor could pull about 5 plows behind it, it was just a lot of time wasted. And I had an awful time getting Dad to buy a tractor, but he finally did. And I loved that. It was a big change from following a horse around all day. You know what you get when you follow a horse around all day? Poop.
So cars have changed since 1927. Is there anything specific that has changed over time?
Absolutely, very much. Nowadays, they go faster. They are very more low to the ground, and they are really nice looking, where the 27s were jalopies.
So we're going to look at a Tesla today. What do you think about electric cars?
I have no idea if anything about electric car.
There's a lot of talk today about technology changing, especially car technology, as engines are going to be switching from internal combustion to electric. So our friend is going to be coming over with a Tesla, and we're going to be checking it out. So come on, let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey,
Hi, I'm John.
Isaiah.
Isaiah, nice to know you.
Ed,
Hi, Ed. This is a 2019 Tesla Model 3. It's the standard range plus, which is not all-wheel drive, it's just rear-wheel drive. And I got it because it's the most efficient electric car made. It's got self-driving and autopilot. There's 8 cameras around the car, and there's 12 ultrasonic sensors. So the car knows exactly what's going on around it at all times. And I saw some statistics last night that Teslas are about 10 times safer than a regular car just out driving around.
So what makes this car different from internal combustion engines?
Well, first of all, it has no internal combustion engine, doesn't use gasoline, it has an electric motor, and a battery pack that goes underneath the entire car. And it's infinitely more efficient. There's no oil changes, there's no buying gasoline. When gasoline got up to $6 a gallon or something, I charged this off of my solar panels on the roof of my house. So basically almost all the driving I do is on sunlight.
So how is something like this going to be important for someone like my age?
You know, in a few years, you know, there's a lot, well, people that are born today will probably never drive an internal combustion engine car. But by 2030, probably the majority of the cars being sold are going to be electric. And, you know, people worry about where they're going to charge them, how many chargers there are. Well, I charge this at home, and most people charge it at home. So when they get home at night, they just plug it in. When they leave the next morning, their car is full. They have a full tank of gas, and this will do 272 miles on a charge, which if I were actually buying electricity from P&M, power company, it would be about $4 worth of electricity, as opposed to a tank full of gas, which is what, 40, 50 bucks? So there's that.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, John.
Well, I was born and raised in Albuquerque. I was in the music business for quite a while, the business side of music. So I traveled a lot, but this was always my home base. Well, I was into computers and television and audio, and in like the early 80s, mid 80s, all of that stuff converged. So I got to do all kinds of stuff. But
So STEM has been a big deal for you all your life.
absolutely. As a matter of fact, I attribute all of it to, there was a Saturday morning TV show on NBC called Mr. Wizard. It was a guy named Don Herbert. And he used to get a couple of kids to come into his lab, and they'd do all these experiments with electricity and chemistry and all that stuff. And I was just fascinated. I'm a total nerd when it comes to technology.
So am I.
Good. So now I didn't have to start the engine. It you know, you don't start an engine. Electric motors have all of the horsepower and all of the torque at all times. A gasoline engine has to kind of ramp up into its power curve, and so it has to kind of ease into it. Whereas an electric car, you put your foot in it, it goes instantly.
What do you think, Dad? You like it?
How could you not like it?
Would you like to have one?
Yeah, why don't you give me one?
Also, I haven't touched the brake pedal since we left. It has regenerative braking. There's a little meter up here that shows green when it's slowing down. So when it slows down, instead of applying the brakes and dissipating heat, which basically wastes energy, that it puts energy, the motor turns into a generator, and it puts energy back into the battery, and it slows the car down. I'm just pressing on the gas, and
Which is not the gas.
yeah, right, exactly. It's the accelerator. It's the go fast pedal. So anyway, let's get here on the interstate.
You like it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What do you think of the technology?
It's pretty advanced, honestly. I would like to have one of these, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
See, it knows all the cars. It sees all the cars around us. And now I'm going to put it into self-driving. No hands. And it'll just drive us. Now, right now, it knows the camera can see the speed limit signs. So it always knows what the speed limit is. And it shows it right there in the display.
But it's letting you go 71.
I just turned it up. This
Okay.
wheel will allow you to. Now see, when this car, it's putting the brakes on, and you feel the car slowing down. I'm not doing anything. I'm a passenger, just like you guys.
How long did it take you to get used to that?
About 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it was. Well, particularly the one pedal driving. I just thought, wow, this is how cars should have been all along.
Huh.
So we're getting into a little congestion here, and it knows what's going on around us. And it's making the turn. I still haven't touched the wheel.
Hey, Poppy, what did you think of that?
I liked it. Got to get one.
When I go to high school, somebody's gonna have to drop me off, or I'm gonna have to get my own car. And somewhere in the near future, that my own car might be electric or hydrogen powered. Goodbye.